guys, today I'm going to be trialling this Dream Pure BB cream from Maybelline, and the one that I have is the oily skin version, which lots of you have told me that you want me to try. I haven't tried the original version, so I can't compare the two, but I'm very interested in anything that has salicylic acid in it, which this has 2%, and it also has SPF, and I'm hoping that it's going to be kind of a lighter version of a lot of the other ones that I've tried, and it's not going to be too thick and heavy, because a lot of them that I've tried and actually really quite liked have been heavier, but they're not great for my skin, and they kind of produce a lot of shine before I've even begun. So I'm very excited to try this, and I'm going to apply it for you now. I'm also going to be trialling this Maybelline cover stick at the same time, because it's one of those things I don't generally trial or even review concealers in actual videos, but I thought it'd be a good time to try this. It's this packaging, and this is what it looks like inside. It's just kind of like a stick concealer, because I have been using an Urban Decay one recently and I wanted a budget alternative. So I'm going to apply the BB cream first and come back to you and show you kind of my final, or my first thoughts rather, of the application of that. I know this isn't the optimum lighting because kind of this half of my face is a little bit dark, but it hasn't done a tremendous amount to kind of get rid of a lot of redness. It's a very, very light coverage product, so maybe I can show you like this. This side I still do have redness. I've got some active breakouts right now, or ones that are kind of going away, and it's not really doing much to cover those up, so I definitely need concealer on top. But it feels really nice on my skin. It feels quite light. It's not, as you can see, it's kind of matte, and I don't know, it feels really fresh. Okay, it does seem to be buildable. I did build it up a little bit around my chin where there are these kind of breakouts, and it did seem to cover a little bit better. So I'm going to put a little bit of concealer on. I'm quite happy with kind of it as it is for being a light coverage base, to then kind of, it's just a bit more natural, I suppose, to then kind of build on. I did put on a little bit of powder because I did seem to be getting a little bit shiny already, so I've just put on a little bit of something on my eyebrows, some mascara, a tiny bit of powder all over, mainly on my T-zone, and a little bit of blush. So that is it. I think it does look quite fresh, and it looks, it feels fresh on my skin, which is the most important thing for me, how it feels, and obviously how it wears. So that's what we're going to test in this video. So just to kind of recap, it's the Dream Pure BB 8-in-1 BB cream from Maybelline, and it's the oily skin version. I have it in light. If you're wondering, the 8-in-1 beauty balm includes conceals imperfections, helps protect against the appearance of blemishes, oil-free, non-greasy, minimises the appearance of pores, which I must say I actually do agree with. As I put it on, I kind of thought, this week I've been wearing the Benefit Professional Primer, and as I put this one on I thought, well, that kind of almost gives a similar effect on my pores. So I would agree that it does minimise the appearance of pores, clarifies the skin's look, which I would imagine is something to do with the salicylic acid, conceals redness, hydrates and smooths, and complements skin tone. I think they were reaching with that last one, but it does conceal redness. I didn't think that it did in the first kind of application, but you can layer it up a little bit, and I did think that it did quite a good job, and I'm really happy with it so far. The one thing that I wanted to mention about the Maybelline cover stick, which I just wanted to apply in this video to kind of show you how it works and give you a mini review. Not massively impressed because it didn't give a tremendous amount of coverage. For a stick foundation, or a stick concealer rather, you generally expect it to be quite a heavy coverage, and you wouldn't use it under your eyes, etc. But it's not really. I can definitely see some of these blemishes down here still, and it's not going to be a replacement for the Urban Decay one I have. So if you have any recommendations of particularly good heavy coverage cover sticks from the drugstore, then please let me know. But other than that, very, very rambly first half of this video. I'll come back to you at lunchtime and let you know how it's going. We are going to go out this morning, so it's going to be a really good test because it's quite warm, and then I'll come back to you this evening and kind of give you my final thoughts on the product. It's lunchtime, it's about 1 o'clock. So I thought I'd check in and let you know how it is so far. I'm looking a little bit more glowy now. I'm definitely kind of shining around my T-zone, and this is the point where I would probably powder, but I won't because I want to see how it lasts for the remainder of the day first. But yeah, so far the coverage and everything seems to have lasted. It doesn't seem to have been kind of melting off my face, which is pretty good going given the weather outside is very, very warm. But otherwise absolutely fine. It's still I definitely have kind of lost a little bit around my chin, but given that I am a bit of a face toucher, that's to be expected, and it wasn't covering amazingly around my blemishes and my redness on my chin anyway, and then the concealer that I used on top wasn't fantastic either, so you know, I'll forgive it that, but the rest of it seems fine. I'm just expecting it by the end of the evening to be super duper shiny because of how it is so far, but like I say, it is warm outside, so you know, and I would powder, but I'm very impressed with the coverage. It's very, very nice and very fresh looking in my opinion, so we'll see how it is by the end of the day, but again, so far I am enjoying it. Okay, so it's 6 o'clock. I think that that's time enough to give you my final thoughts for the day. This is just a first impression, so you know, impressions, you know, thoughts can change, but on first impressions I am very impressed with it. It's been a whole day, 9 o'clock this morning I applied it, and I think that for the most part the coverage is still there. I've still got it around here in my nose, my forehead. I'm losing it a little bit here where I would touch my face most often, but for the most part I've still got quite a bit of coverage, and it's been all day. And when you're talking a BB cream or a tinted moisturiser, a light product, I never expect it to last all day, so it's done pretty well. With regards to some of the things that I was worried about throughout the day, I have a little bit of dryness here, and I definitely feel like it's clung to that area. That's why I've got a bit of a strange patch going on around my eye, so if you have got drier skin, this may not be for you. Whereas on the other hand, I have also got a few active breakouts as well as some that are on the way out, and I feel like those areas that were a little bit oilier and were maybe gonna develop into larger breakouts, or I was waiting for them to go away, I feel like they've diminished slightly, and that probably is attributed to the fact that it has got salicylic acid in it, and it's probably going to dry out your skin if you aren't oily. So if you are kind of combination oily, spot prone skin, give this a go. I think it's a great product, but if you are drier or more sensitive, it might not be for you. However, they do different versions, so maybe there's something else from the line that would be more suitable. If you have tried one of the different versions, please leave a comment below, because I haven't, and I know lots of people will want to know how they fare as well, and if you'd like me to review one of those, then I will. But I think that for my skin, this is probably the most suitable version. So hopefully this was a useful video for you guys. I probably would have powdered once or twice had I not been testing the product. So I wouldn't say that it's amazing at oil control, but you know, my face isn't an oil slick, it's just that I would feel more comfortable if I was kind of out and about, if I had kind of powdered my T-zone once or twice today, more than likely. But otherwise, it's okay. I feel like my pores are more obvious the longer the day goes on, but that's more the shine issue. I think if I was totally matte, maybe I wouldn't feel quite so much that way. But I can't really think of anything terrible to say about this product. I'm really impressed with it. As I mentioned in a previous video, I am doing Total Request August, which is a hashtag, which I'll put down here, Total Request August, and you can also go back to the original video in which I asked for requests to request a video for this month. So I put up at least 3 videos a week, and every video for this month will be a request from one of you guys. So this was one of the heavily requested videos over the last couple of months. I finally got around to filming it, and I am very pleased to tell you that I do really like this product. So hopefully you enjoyed that, and I will see you guys in my next video after that very, very rambly one. Bye!